Hey my Niyah babes, it's your girl Niyah back with another YouTube video, and in today's video I'll be starting episode 1 of my cooking series called Cooking with Aniyah, or Cooking with Aniyah, whatever. Today I'll be making blackened salmon with shrimp, asparagus, and garlic mashed potatoes. I'll be doing the voiceover for the rest of the video, so go ahead and just enjoy. The first thing I did was prep the veggies. I cut the asparagus to be ready to be put into the oven, and then I also chopped up some onions, some parsley, minced some garlic, and I cut a lemon in half. Next, I started to prepare the meat. I unthawed the shrimp and deveined them and took off the end shells, and I also seasoned the shrimp, and I also had the salmon already marinating, so I just went ahead and cut the salmon into 3 pieces, and yeah. Now I'm just laying down some aluminum foil to put the asparagus on. On here I just put some oil and some seasonings, and I think it was the Cajun seasoning and the fish seasoning, which is just a mixture of a whole bunch of salts and peppers and I think MSG, but it's the best seasoning. But yeah, I went ahead and tossed those in the oil and seasoning and placed those in the oven for about 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes while I cook the meat. Now you want to prepare a hot skillet with oil to place your salmon in. I also use this pan to place the shrimp in after, and also to make the stew or gravy or whatever that I actually didn't get to record, but I'll just talk over and explain to you all once we get there. So next you see me add a tablespoon of garlic, a tablespoon of parsley, and also some lemon juice. And I also add some butter. This is just the stuff that you're going to base over the salmon. And I also flipped the salmon on the sides. As you can see, it's not done right there. So I just flipped it on the side to make sure it cooks a little bit more. But yeah. the same pan I cooked the salmon in, I also just added some more onions, garlic, parsley, lemon juice, or butter or whatever. And I went ahead and put the shrimp in to cook those for just a couple of minutes. You make sure you don't cook them all the way through because they're going to cook in the sauce in a minute. And for this sauce, I started off by just taking out the shrimp. I added some onions in. I added chicken broth, brought that to a boil. And then I added half a cup or almost a cup of heavy whipping cream. Brought that up to a boil, let that simmer, and then I added back in the shrimp, and I also added in some spinach. And you also want to season this to taste or whatever. It just tastes like shrimp Alfredo sauce. I also added some cornstarch and water mixture to it just to make it a little bit thicker because it was just a little bit too watery for my liking. I previously boiled 3 potatoes and just mashed those up. I added some butter, some garlic seasoning, and also some heavy whipping cream. Or you could just add milk, but I didn't have any milk, so I just, used the rest of the heavy whipping cream. And for this, you're going to need some elbow grease because you have to mash these up. And I have a plastic whisk, I think it's called whisk. I have a plastic whisk, so it was so hard. But yeah, just go ahead and mash that right on up. So once that was done, I went ahead and plated everything like this so it can be nice and presentable. But yeah, that's the end of the video. If you all have any more recipes you want me to try, go ahead and comment those, and I'll see you all in my next video.